like to welcome you to this great august occasion. My name is Sylvester Omeje. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Director of Africa for Blupela. This event is centered around one person, Hanifa Kiroa, who started a Center for Rehabilitation for Victims of Acid Attack and Burn. Our organization, Blupela, have been a platform where we're able to decide to spread this good initiative. And we're glad that you're here to share with us. And to begin this event, I would like to invite the founder and CEO of Blupela, Joe Pirchesky, to give us some opening remarks and talk about a little bit of the relationship that we're having with Serasa.
I stand before you on this bright day in history. We're at the threshold and beginning of a new media era. It is a time of kindness, compassion, and doing acts of good for humanity with the advent of Blupela, the One World Blue Good Network, the social network for social change. Our partnerships with extraordinary leaders like Hanifa Nachiriowa and our organization Sarasov will together truly change the course of history and the social evolution of humankind. After over 3 years of research, design, development, and implementation, we have finally launched our network to the world. I read you a quote from a work entitled Mivchar Panimim, Gate of Restraint. Pause and escape, hurry and regret. Delay can protect while haste brings regret. The one who waits will succeed while the one who rushes will stumble. Yes, we at Blupela have taken our time and have done things right. We have spent arduous time in development and preparation for our service to the world, and we are indeed here to stay. I read you another quote, this time from the work Life in Harmony by Marianne Grant, who quotes the author William Jennings Bryan. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It's not a thing to be waited on, it is a thing to be achieved. Our destiny of Blupela and your destiny, Hanifa, with Sarasov, has been achieved to this point by constant choice. The choice to continue and to persevere. It has been a conscious effort to proceed day by day, month to month, and year to year. Many hard hours and days have gone into the thought and creation of our network. I want to at this point give acknowledgement, gratitude, and thanks to all those who have been involved in the making of Blupela, and also this very, very special evening here tonight. I first and foremost want to properly acknowledge our Creator for the strength He has been in guiding force in my life and with His company. May His praise endure forever. All the glories to heaven for the great work and miracles that will venture forth from both Blupela and from Hanifa as she goes forward in her studies at the University of Pittsburgh and empowers her life to continue to be a beacon of light and strength to others in her service to the world. Next, I want to give acknowledgement to the main funders of Blupela, Mr. Howard Gross and Mr. David Fitzsimmons, without whose support our network would not have been possible. We owe a debt of gratitude to both of you that goes beyond any measure. Howard, because of you, we were able to start and complete this venture. David, because you also saw and shared our vision, your support, together with Howard's, have made it possible for us to reach these milestones today. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I also want to thank the other funders who have contributed to Blupela to help make it possible. Ms. Naomi Shoren, Attorney Rodney Markovitz, my father-in-law, Mr. Barry Berman, my aunt, Ms. Sherry Cardiff, my advisor, counselor, and friend, Rabbi Abraham Lipschitz, and finally, but not least, Mr. Charlie Gross, who is our Director of Photography. Next, I want to thank my team, the team of One World Blue that has worked so hard. The officers, Yehuda Krieger, Paul Paliseri, Gary Linder, Samuel Posen, Nathaniel Pantalone, and Sylvester Omeje, our developer, Ario Shkady, and our graphic designer, Jonathan Wayne, as well as the entire team, all deserve gratitude without end for their service to our company and their work to bring our network to reality. I want to also personally and publicly thank my wife, Bela, and my mother, Iris, for the dedication and support they provided me, both emotionally and materially, to fulfill and bring the vision of One World Blue to life. I could not have done it without either of you. Both of you have carried me through these times and have been a pillar of support to me. God will bless you in kind for years to come. I want to thank our committee for this very special event here tonight. Mrs. Pauline Greenlick, Dr. Louis Picard, Reej Behe, Sharon Hamovitz, Jonathan Wayne, J.T. Campbell, Abigail Salisbury, Sylvester Omeje, my mother Iris and my wife Bela. Please, everyone, please give them a big round of applause for doing such a wonderful job. Also, thank you to David and Joey Granati from the Granati Brothers for the music this evening, the music camera, drum, and dance for their performance that will be after our speeches tonight, and Leonard Lease from Dreamcatcher Films for filming this amazing and special event here tonight, as well as Moshe Barber from Veg Out Foods for the catering that has been here tonight. Now finally, I want to thank the person who is the reason for us being here tonight, Hanifa. Hanifa, I see more strength in you than I've seen in anyone I've met for many, many years. You're an inspiration and a light to all of us. You deserve acknowledgement and praise that is beyond measure. Please bear with me for a few more minutes, Hanifa, as I deliver my message to you. I'm honored to be able to share this sacred space and time here today with you. Let me share one final quote with you, author unknown, entitled Driving Desire. You are what your deep, driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny. Every person that I've acknowledged here today has given first their desire, then their will, and finally their deed to achieving this milestone in the development of our work. The concept and idea of vulnerability truly resonated within each of you, deep within your heart. It has come from the belief and desire that we all share as human beings to see a better world, a world without conflict, without hate, a world without prejudice and violence. My dear Hanifa and honored guests today, I would like to conclude by sharing with you a letter which I wrote in elementary school. This letter and now my closing remarks will enlighten you as to why both Hanifa and her organization of Sarasov, both of which we are here today to honor and show our generous support, are natural matches for Blupela, the One World Blue Good Network. You see, since I was young, it was placed in my heart the desire and drive to create something like Blupela, which stands for the call to humanity to end all acts of violence, bigotry, hatred, animosity, and senseless war in our world. Our social network for social change, together with esteemed and worthy organizations such as Sarasov, and led by people as victorious as Hanifa, will help facilitate this transformation. Together we possess the potential and power to catalyze the human spirit in a revolution of good for our societies and planet. This event here today is an embodiment of not only ending gender violence, but all violence in general that exists in the human spirit. What we stand for and what you who have gathered here today came for is to support Hanifa in her work to empower all survivors and those who have been victimized, with the belief that not only can we speak out against terror and injustice, but that we can work to actively end all forms of persecution, violence, and human suffering on this earth. Hanifa, we, Blupela, and the One World Blue Corporation align with you in your struggle. When terror and violence go unchecked and unpunished, and perpetrators are not held accountable, we realize this is not just a problem of Uganda. It is a global problem. There is injustice in all four corners of the globe, and that injustice has no national boundaries. What Hanifa stands for, and her vision stands for, is a world where there is justice, where there is accountability, and where there is peace. With that said, I'll read you my letter I wrote as a young boy in elementary school. It's entitled Peace in the World. Peace in the world. I have a dream that the world would be better and a safe place to live. Children should not be afraid to be without their parents. They should not be worried about being kidnapped. People should realize that they should not hurt anyone and try to understand what they are doing. I think it is very meaningless to have war. It is senseless to fight and kill one another. God did not put people on earth to fight, argue, or hurt each other. Poverty is very harmful, and cruel to people. It can sometimes kill a person. It would be nice if poor people did not have to go to bed hungry. Robbery scares me a whole lot, and I'm sure it scares a lot of other people too. People are sometimes shot and killed because they protect their belongings. Probably, if people had the things they needed, there would be no more robberies. It is a shame people are so terrified about hijacks on a plane that they don't even go on them. I hope in the future, people will be able to go on a plane without worrying about a hijack. If people try and work together, they can make this world a better one. I'm willing to try. Are you? Thank you very much.